Okay, on this video I will show you how to clean bullet nut in a Fender style truss rod. So here we got first tip where I got Allen key, and Allen key is a exactly good size but is a bit move in it, and I check is metric size nut imperial. So there is something with the older nuts, bullet nut. After so much use, they might be a bit of not accurate. So what I will do, I will add a bit of masking tape on the side on the Allen key to just get rid of that small movement. I can help myself with this knife. Yes, I like it more now. So now I'm sure that key is fitting nicely and I will not damage a truss rod bullet nut. Okay, this truss rod, it was really tight on standard E tuning with low strings 45 to 100 gauge. I managed to get around 19 thousandths of inch relief on the 7th fret, so I think it's not the best, and I decided to take it out, check it what it look like before I put any more tighten it. Without the string, neck is look really straight. I check it with straight edge, sorry, and let's see what is hidden over there. So I will, to take out this nut, I will need to go counter with the force. Wow, it is really tough. So just to be sure, I am not tightening now. I am open it, and that's not work as well the best. Oh yeah, it goes. So that makes me believe that it was in the maximum of its power, and I didn't want to damage further any thread over there. I need to have a look what we're looking for because we might add up a bit of washer and we will be all good with it. Sometimes it's just a cleaning. Yeah, it's going really tough. It might be a really old one, and what I will do, I will clean it. After that I will add a bit of grease, and let's have a look inside and see. Oh man, it's totally dirty. I don't know if you can manage to see it, but there is sort of like, it might be a bit of wear off of the material on actually thread. That might be stopping it, or nut is ready to replace. And inside we got some bit of dirt, and there are washers there, so hopefully I will, after cleaning that, will be great. And what I will do in this situation, I want to try how straight it is with my straight edge without a knot, just to see if it's keep any tension on it at all. So I check it before with a knot without string, and it's, yes, that's what I expected. It's almost straight. Yeah, it's not super straight. It was something what it was holding, but I don't know if you can see it. I will go a bit closer now. If the camera, that's what I'm seeing. In my opinion, is pretty straight, like so. That knot didn't hold and didn't done anything at all. And we will try to fix it by cleaning it. So I will use ear sticks to clean it, all that dirt inside. Try to take out washers, see how many washers is there, and if I can add up a washer more. And I will use the same thing to clean that thing inside the nut. Maybe something a bit smaller to push it down, and I will investigate if it's the dirt or the nut, or maybe the truss, the thread worn off, and I will need to put new thread on the truss nut repair. Okay, I will start with the nut first. Okay, so I will start with a knot first. Well, all we need to do is we need to push it back and see what will go out on the other side, and I didn't get it. Hopefully it's on camera. I don't see anything here now. It's nice and clean, but I expected a bit of something going out, and that might be only a dirt. Look way better now. There is nothing, you can clearly see. Okay, it must be just a bit of dirt, so we might be lucky, and that helps. Okay, so now let's clean inside of the thread. It's really dirty as fuck. Okay, that as much I can go from this angle, so I will need to take it now into my hand to clean it further. I just noticed that the hole inside the nut is done really not the proper way. I don't know if you can see it, but when I'm turning it on Allen key, it looks like it's not really into the center, and that might be the issue why it's working so hard, right? So that might be stopping it inside the tunnel. That might stop it from turning around inside the tunnel. Okay, I will show you guys what you need to do to secure your fingerboard before any fret work. And to do so, you need to have three kind of tape. For me, Scotch blue tape works the best, and I have it in two sizes. One is 25 millimeters, and the small one is around 6 millimeters, and the masking tape, which is around 50 millimeters. To do that, you will need sort of a knife. This edge is work for me perfectly. We will start with 25 millimeters Scotch blue tape. In this situation, we got fingerboard which is protected with the lacquer, so we need to be really careful to not take the lacquer with your tape when you remove the tape after all works. So to do that, you can try to buy low tack tape with low glue amount, or to be perfectly sure about it, you can put your tape before on your leg or the table or something. That's what I'm doing now. Sometimes I'm putting straight away on my jeans before I put it there. And now we will need around that size, which is like 81. What I'm doing, I use my knife and cut it before here now. Okay, one will be shorter. Now we reduce our tack on tape, but it's still you can easily apply that for fretwork. So we need to be sure that lines are straight, and with at least one straight line we will press it against the fret side, and we're starting it in that way. So we're starting from very bottom of fret, allowing to have at least the same amount of space between two sides. Let's call it sort of like a tape ending ears, and gently make it straight. So we got nice tape on one of the fret sides. Do this thing from both sides. Okay, I will show you now while I take the tape. I have damaged one line, but it's nothing bad because I got other side. I got other side well, so I will use the other side. And same situation. I on the first one I didn't been so accurate, and now I will put exactly similar amount from both sides, and I will explain why later during this video. Starting from the fret size, going to the middle, It's really simple. You just need to have a bit of patience and time, because you need to do it proper. If you don't hold the line correctly, you will uncover a bit of fretboard, or you might cover a bit of fret side, so that later on, while polishing the fret, it will be it could cover fret, and you will have tiny small gap from a fret, which we don't want to have. Okay, I will try something now. So I will leave it here. Now I use the tape in the side size of whole neck, and that helps me see something in between. Sorry for my phone, but that's how it looks like when you are busy and everyone wants to have repair done at the same time. So just because I want to done this today, I will not pick up this phone, and I will allow customer to record message on my voicemail. I think he didn't leave the voicemail, but I call him back, I promise. Okay. Same situation, we are moving the tape edge to the fret edge, and start with applying force with the finger from the fret side to the very middle. When you doing it, just be sure to not stick the sides of the tape on the back. That will be really hard to take off on the very end. Trust me, you don't want to do that. You might damage further the lacquer, and it's just amount of work you don't need to do, is not unnecessary. And when you start to do that for someone else, you will know that each time is pressure. So you try to do things the fast you can and more accurate you can, without any delay. You can see here, just for a check, that tape is not sticking too much. Okay, I just found other gauge for my tape. It's just a piece of paper from some advertising, so that will it not need to be super perfect, but I had situation when I cut it too small, and it's just a wasting of material, which is a tape. Like the first one I started, I cannot use it much later on. So it's environment friendly and money wise for you guys, like here. Okay, so I think I will leave two last frets without a tape, just to not have this unnecessary. Okay, I know where I'm using it. I will use that to secure a knot, and I will show you nice trick. I still got some small bits to take it off after everything, so I will just do overlap, press it just on the end, at least from one side, so I can easily remove it after. What I'm doing, I am covering as well nut. If I have more, okay, I will build up here some kind of small ramp on the nut, just for keep it secure before I start level the fret with my with my leveling beam with the radius. So when I'm doing that ramp, my radius should easily jump over the nut. And it happened before that I hit a nut and not my damage while doing it. It might be broken, but it never happened for me. It happens that I did that, and I don't want to do anything worse. So if I can secure it now. If I can secure it, I will do it now. Okay, so if I missed one, that's one I checked, but it's fine. I didn't do it at all. So. Okay, here we're starting to have the gap between tape and fingerboard, which is something around our 6mm tape. So I will leave it for now, and just to not waste unnecessary paper, I will get back to this. Okay, and we are here in the spot where our frets are not wide enough to use that tape. This one might be correct, or just, yes, no, this one is touching the side of the net of our fret, which I don't like. I like to be precisely just before fret, to not cover the space for fret. Okay, and now I can use only this tape to cover, which I will need like at least 3 runs. But what I'm doing, I will use the same tape again, and I will cut it. First, I will cut it in half. I will allow it to stick. I will cut it in half now. And now, cut it to the length what I did before. I will use end for build up a lamp for our okay, I got it here. And with this cut now, I got stripes something in between 25, I don't know, maybe around 10mm. And I will use it over a smaller size frets here in the higher positions. And usually I will use, and I will try to use the side which is straight, not the side from the cut. And I will start with this from the fret side. are almost there. Okay, actually the cut is really well done, so but I will still choose the side which is manufacturing cut rather than the cut what I did to split this side. I will cover the last part of the neck. I will cover the last fret as well. I mean, I will cover fingerboard behind fret as well. And our last piece I see at the wider is, I will choose now with the last piece the wider gap I had to cover, so this one is the widest. And now I can move on to our 6mm tape, which it allows me to cover my rest of my gaps. This one is even lower with the screw on the back, so I know it. I tried already, and I am sure about it, and I can put it straight away without doing it with the case first. But if you are not sure about your tape, it's always better to check it before, just to not damage your fingerboard lacquer. We got 3 gaps already. Okay, we got them all, so now let's look like that. And I will show you next what we can do with those sides. On the next stage, we'll use the widest tape just to secure edges of those outstanding piece of the blue tape. That is not necessary, but I find it is the best way and the fastest way to take the tape out after everything. So what I'm actually doing now, I will put it with the line of the neck and stick it over to the tape. Okay, I need to cut it first. I think it's important, don't put it too close because you might cover your frets and you will need to polish them as well. So I am kind of pressing it down while firmly applying it to the side. My phone died in the time of doing this video, so I don't record. I lost my recording from the past, so now I will repeat it with the other side. What we need to do, I think it will be better to start from the other side, because this is our sticky side now. We need to check all the parts of the tape if they are not sticking on the neck, on the back. And we take our tape and stick it first from this side. So now we are sure that we will not cover our fret ends, and I think it's the faster way as well. I didn't try that before, it's my first time starting from this side, but now after overthinking it, I think it will be better idea to start from the other side. It's look well better than this. And now when it's sticked to the back, we can create secure edge from this side as well. It not need to be super great and looking awesome. You just need to do the job to secure our neck sides, right? So I think it went faster than previous time, so that will be the I'm lucky that my phone died. I like that. So that's how it's look now. And from the other side, we don't even touch that with our file. And when we want to take it down, after everything, we just choose one side and slowly take it off. I will record that after sounding, and it will be everything in one video.